There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would. We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well, and I know that you're right, but you should know it. You've been gone for way too long now. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would. Even if you're gone, I won't forget you. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. And even if you're gone, I will remember. You're all I know, what I need, and that
Good morning and welcome to my life as I live it. Welcome to a weekly vlog. This is Monday morning. Oh my god, the way my hair is scratching. This is Monday morning and I want to begin a new vlog. So please, if you're watching, kindly click on that subscribe button, because here is where you get the juice, the ginger, everything. Okay, so yes guys, I just left the kids at school. I woke up today and my leg is feeling a lot better, but it still hurts each time I stand. I don't know why that is, but I have to go for the clean it up and redress it. So I don't know, it keeps hurting each time I stand, so I'm like, what is going on? But at least I can walk faster now. The pain has really reduced. I just woke up and I was like, my god, I've not seen outside since since Friday morning. So I was like, no, as in I've never even stepped out of my parlor door, like I haven't. So I was like, no, let me just, since my husband was going to drop them off and come back home, I was like, no, let me just enter into the car and go with them. So I went and left them in school and I'm back and I'm just waiting for the girl that works for me to come. Yes guys, I found somebody. She has been with me, this is almost a month. This is almost a month and I feel like she's a perfect fit. I don't want to jinx it, that's why I've not talked about her, but so far it's a perfect fit for me. I feel like we blend perfectly. I want to cook ekwang today because my mother-in-law gifted me. She sent me some gari, bread, oranges and calabayam. So I want to go and make, first of all, my, how they call that thing, my menu of the week, and then I'll just prepare. I can't stand, so I'm only going to wait for a blessing to come so that she can go to the market for me and buy the leaves for the ekwang and all that. I'll just stay, great tight and do the rest. So yes guys, that's just it. Let's begin our day. It's funny how going for drop off, you always see like on Mondays everybody's pumped, everybody wants to go to work on time, places are always so tight, but it's always funny how Mondays seem to be like the beginning of my own weekend, because during the weekends I always have one delivery to do, one thing to do. Like since most of my customers are free during the weekend, I always have things to go and drop here, do that, so I'm pretty busy in the weekends. But from Monday to like Wednesday, I'm always just chilled in the house. So it's always interesting each time I'm going to drop my kids off on Monday mornings and I see how everybody's pumped and things like that. I'm just like, oh, Asha, your girl, look at this. Oh my god, my hair is really old. Your girl is here chilling, and you guys are hurrying to go to work. But yeah, that's just the reality of things. Anyway, guys, you should get a job like mine so that You can be staying home and relaxing. But please, this our work. He doesn't have much money, so please, don't consider it. Anyway, guys, let me stop yapping. So having a gown, like I said earlier, I've been tying it. Who likes to organize like this? I love just seeing all my ingredients, my controversial tomatoes. Yeah, so here we are. I've just put everything and I'm prepping. I'm tired, but it's time for me to eat lunch, which I can't eat it because I have to eat food first. Good morning. Oh my god, guys, I have not been filming since Monday. Nice. I've not been filming since Monday, guys. You will not believe it. But you see the wound cleaning I went for. What is it? Your mouth is clean. It's not money that tells you your mouth is clean. That wound cleaning I went for was the beginning of my pain. Since I fell down, guys, I had, it was not a deep wound. It was, like I said, it peeled my body off. So it was painful, but it was not that bad. You get, it was not that bad. But now, when I went and that lady had to take off the first, how they call it, the first plaster and everything to clean the wound, the gauze and since I put betadine on it, the gauze had stuck on my leg. So she kept trying to take it out. It was not coming out. So she said, I'm just going to have to rip it off. And I was like, oh my god, it's going to create another wound. She was like, no, she'll rip it off. See, guys, she ripped it off. It felt so much pain, but after like 3 minutes the pain stopped. So I was like, okay, it's over. The leg was not paining. I finished from there, went to Santa Lucia, bought some things, came home. When I got home, guys, I slept. I was okay. I slept. When in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I woke up in an excruciating pain. I felt as if they had taken a big stone and shot it on that leg. See, guys, the pain that I was feeling, I could not understand. I could not shake my toes. I could not move my leg. I was like, what happened? What happened to my leg? This leg was not paining. I hurt my leg on Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days later, Monday, in fact 4 days later, that's when the leg is paining. See, guys, it was as if I just hurt the leg. It was so painful. I was in so much pain. I couldn't do anything. I just lay in bed and started crying. I was like, what is this? I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning on the bed. See, guys, to cut the long story short, for the next 3 days after that, I could not move. I could not shake my toes. I'll tell you that I honestly feel like I haven't taken a proper bath since this leg got broken, because I've been hanging the leg on the air. See, guys, the pain I was feeling, I don't know. What do you guys think happens? If you are a medical personnel, what do you think happens? Because when I went now for my okay, that was on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I went back for my cleanup. When I went back for my cleanup, I asked the nurse there, and the nurse was like, no, maybe my body was responding to the pain. But at that point, but guys, I don't think so. I feel like that ripping, that nurse ripped it. She must have pulled something. I kept saying she pulled the nerve. Does it make sense? If you're a medical personnel, does it make sense? Do you think that it is the way she ripped that thing that affected the leg? Because guys, it makes no sense that something that was already getting well, like because she ripped it off, that was the only fresh part now that was left for the wound. I went there on Thursday when I was feeling a lot better. Go and wash, clean your face.
My face.
There's two pieces of face, Mara. Go and clean your face. So I went there on Thursday so that they should check it and clean. I was so traumatized, I didn't even want to go there again. But I went there on Thursday when they had for them to clean it. The wound is dry. It was just a little part now that was there. And as I was asking them, they were like, no, it's because my body was responding. But I just feel like people are just trying to cover up that particular nurse. And I have gotten up. I'm not feeling any pain. I've not yet walked, but I'm not feeling any pain, because when I went there on Thursday, the nurse had massaged it and pressed the wound. So I feel like I'm good. I have some things to do, so let me just stop and then I'm going to get back to you guys. So to end this vlog, I'm going to talk about something. Okay, I'm going to be talking about in-laws. I know, I always say here that the topic of in-law is very sensitive, very touchy. I don't want to talk about it, but yes, I'm going to talk about it. I don't really talk about it simply because I don't want people misunderstanding me. You know the way people of the internet are, okay? You know the way people of the internet are. You could be saying something while you're meaning things. You could be saying something thinking that everybody's understanding what you're saying, while some people are not understanding. Some people are gathering intel to start talking and just turning things upside down. So that's why I really do not like saying this before people start saying, oh, she was doing coded language, oh, she was. Anyway, that's not important. I want to talk about handling difficult in-laws, okay? Because to be very honest, a lot of women are going through a lot when it comes to in-laws, when it comes to handling their in-laws, staying in contact with their in-laws, just dealing with in-laws in general. And guys, I know it's not easy, but for this video I feel like maybe what I'm going to say is going to be of more help to people who are still to meet their in-laws. I'm sorry if you have already met your in-laws and you're dealing with that and you're having it hard. Maybe I'll do a video some other time talking about how you can handle your in-laws. But when it comes to this, majority of the things I'll say today, you could still implement it. It just depends on you and how you see it. So the first thing I like to say to anybody when it comes to meeting the in-laws, getting to know the in-laws, is just to keep an open mind. A lot of times we have people who would just tell you a lot of things. Like, for example, I could be going to get married now, and my mom, from her own relationship with her in-laws, she starts telling me, see, in-laws are evil people, in-laws are bad people, don't laugh with them, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. And then I just go to meet my in-laws with a huge wall. I've already built a huge wall. These people, they're not my friends, they're my enemies. I know people who say things to others like, see, your in-law can never be your friend. No matter what, they will never be your friend. They'll never have your interest, and just things like that, which I feel it's honestly not true, because I've seen some in-laws who are more of sisters and brothers. So I feel like people will talk to you about, oh, in-law is like this, in-laws are like that, based on their own experience, which it's okay if they're talking about it based on their experience. So now it's left for you to know that, okay, since this person is talking about this thing based on their experience, I would go in there and have my own experience. I've heard them, I'll learn from their experience, but I'll not just go and off the bat I just create a wall because, oh, in-laws are evil people. Okay, so I'll just tell you to keep an open mind. Don't listen to people's experiences and make and let it be what you use to judge your in-laws. Basically, you have to go with an open mind, because everybody's experience will not be yours, so everybody's experience will not be the same. You could still be lucky and you fall in the hands of a good family whom are very supportive. They love you like their own, they embrace you, you become part of their family. And if you go now with that wall, it's going to just stress things for no good reason, you get. So that's it. And the second thing is, you should also give people a chance. Give them a chance to get to know you. Don't just go and, oh, because they have said in-laws are evil, you don't want to give people a chance. Don't just write people off that easily. Okay, don't just write people off that easily. It's true, I always say, before you even go to meet your in-laws, it's very important that you talk to your partner so that your partner can tell you, this person is like this person is like that. But even at that, I'll tell you that you should not still make judgments about this person based on what your partner says. Just use what you've been told to be like a guide. Okay, this person is like this. Know how you deal with them while you get to know them. Don't just sit and because your husband says, oh, this person is the witch of the family, you're just, I know that might say witch, she's a witch, I don't even want to go near her, I don't even want to get to know them. Because there are times that when you open up and you start talking to people, you get to know them and you start, they're really nice. So I'll just tell you to be very open. Just be ready.
Like, be completely ready to get to know this person. If you get to know them and then you're like, oh, these things that I was told about this person are actually true, then you can now stay off. Not that you just make your decisions based on hearsay. And then the next point is, see, know this and know peace. Everybody cannot, shall not, will not, can never, ever, ever like you. Okay, everybody cannot like you. You might be an angel. Even Jesus, people did not like Jesus. Jesus was the son of God, people did not like you. So who are you, normal human being, to expect that everybody will like you? Even if you're the most likable person. I had issues with this a lot, because generally growing up, I've always been that person that people like. Okay, even if people do not like me, the second they get to know me, they'll like me. So imagine me now being in a situation where I get married and then maybe some people don't like me. I'm like, me, a homemade Ken, hey, how can people not like me? You get, it's difficult. That was something that I really struggled with, but I got to understand that, see, people do not like you. If people do not, if this person does not like you, this person does not like you, if this person likes you, this person likes you, you get. So that is something that you have to know that and know peace. Everybody will not like you. When some people will like you for no reason, the same as some people will hate you for no reason, and you just have to be prepared. It's not no animosity, no nothing. Some people will not just like you, and you have to be okay with that. Don't go now and you're over forcing it, you're pushing yourself, you're outdoing yourself. That's why I'm always like, don't go out of your way to try to please someone because, oh, you want them to like me, I want them to know that I'm the best. Be yourself. If they don't like you for who you are, for being yourself, it means it's not worth it. So you just have to know that. And then this one that I'll tell you now is a very, very important thing. When it gets to your in-laws, when you get to know them and you're hanging with them, stick with those people who are your people. Because like I said, some people will just hate you for no reason. You don't have to be chasing those people who hate you for no reason, right? Just stick with those people who like you. There are people that will like you for no reason. There are people that will get to know you, they're going to like you. Stick with them. If you're having all the struggles of, oh, I cannot I want to talk to my husband, for example, if you're having issues like, oh, I'm trying to talk to my father-in-law, my father-in-law is not listening to me, I'm trying to talk to this person. You see those people that like you, they will fight your war. They'll fight your war, especially when you have a very good relationship with them. They'll fight your war. They will not leave anybody in their family to sit somewhere and it's like, oh, that Kenna is a witch, oh, this. They'll be like, no, you have not given her a chance. If you gave her a chance, you know that it's a sweet girl. If you get, by the time that somebody wants to like, she never calls, they'll be like, oh, she sent me a receipt, this is a receipt, she called you, you never picked, you never check on her, she's the one always checking on you, and just things like that. So those people are going to fight your war, and sometimes if you're lucky, when they fight your war, the other people start seeing you in their eyes, and that's how your relationship might become better. But my dear, you should also put it in mind that some people hate you for no reason, like I keep saying. So in case that they still do not bother, they don't change anything, they still don't like you, they don't want to see you, they hate their guts, they hate everything about you, you move. Just stick with the people. Even if in a whole family of 100 people, only 2 people like you, stick with those people who like you. You can never be close to every single person. This point that I want to talk now about is very, very important. You want to choose your battles and choose them wisely. One of my cousins told me this before I got married. She said, Kenna, you have to learn how to choose your battles. Choose your battles and choose them wisely. I was at that point thinking, like, what is what saying? How much sense? I don't even understand. Choose your battles, choose them wisely. Like, what does this mean? Like, yeah, that's what that's how I felt. Like, what does this actually mean? But I completely understand that choosing your battles would be, you don't fight about everything. See, at the end of the day, you have to first of all know that 2 different families, 2 different individuals coming, trying to merge as one is not easy. So people have their different upbringings, people have their different ideologies, people have their different ways of looking at things. So for everybody to come together as one and say, okay, we want to do things, we'll do it like this, is always never going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of work, a lot of stress, a lot of, like, it's going to be a lot. You have to go through a lot to ensure that things go well. So you want to choose what battles to fight. See, there are so many things that I would have wanted it to go in a particular way, but when I measure it, like, how important is this thing for me? Like, how will I die if this thing does not go like that? You have to choose what battles to fight. For example, okay, let me give an example. If I'm married, right, and I wanted to send my kids to school, and then my mom-in-law says, oh, bring the children to go to school from my house in Yaounde. I'm not having that, because for me, I feel like giving birth to my kids, I have always wanted to groom my kids myself. I want my kids to stay with me. I want my kids to grow by me. So for me, that's a no-no. You get? So that one, I'll be fighting with my head, shoulder, knees, and toes. I know it's not happening. They're my kids. I have a right to that. But let's say I'm trying to look for something. There could be any other thing, for example, that, let me try to see. Okay, let's say something like my husband wants to do his birthday party, for example, and my mother-in-law is like, let's do it in my house. Okay, for me, I'm just like, wherever he celebrates it doesn't change anything for me, so I can go ahead, you get. But so you want to choose what battles to fight, what is really important to you. Those are the things you'll be fighting about. Because if there are some people who try to fight for everything, they want to fight, oh no, it must go my way, it must go my way, you people cannot come and tell me to do. That's not. You have to learn how to be very diplomatic. Okay, you have to learn how to be very diplomatic. Choose your battles. You know those things that are important to you. You know those things that you don't think. You're not asking for anybody's opinion. You're just telling them that this is how I like it. This is how I'm going to do it. Yeah, it's either you do it or you leave it. You get. That's what I'm talking about. Like, choose your battles. Don't go and then you're fighting over everything. No, like this one. You're just troublesome. You're just unnecessarily troublesome. You have to pick your battles. There are certain things that normally I know I could talk and scream, but sometimes I'm not talking about this, and people are like, Kima, you're leaving it. I'm like, no, this one is not important to me. I know the thing that I'm going to talk about. Okay, and also don't let like your family, your friends, your loved ones to also influence you, because sometimes you know your battles, but your family, your friends, their loved ones, they're like, no, you have to fight this battle, you have to fight this battle. No, you know what is important to you. So you want to, yes, you could listen to your family, but also remember to choose your battles. Remember what is more important to me. This fight, is it really worth it for me? Do I really want to take this road? Like, do I want to take this route? Is it, you get? So this is just a few ways you can deal with your in-laws. Are you like, come, let's talk more guys. I'm tired. Can you tell I'm really tired? Let's talk more in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this. Do you agree with some points? You don't agree? What are your own tips? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'm going to see you on my next vlog. Love you. Bye.